Who there?
Unleash my might upon them!
Got eyes on some looters.
Guns cocked and loaded. Just get the signal.
Prepare for absolution! Death!
Troublemaker approaching.
Things take time. Ain't returned. Ready. I'm at.
Once again, found. I see an unfriendly soldier. Give the order and I'll take care of it, Commander.
Flash couldn't hit the broadside of a freighter. Over here. Free hole in the head. Your command. I'm the one you need to worry about. I'm at it. Unless you plan on conjuring ammo from the Aether, we ought to get the crafting side.
him!
Still tired. Ready to take the heat off you, Commander. You lot couldn't hit the broadside of a freighter. Hey, got a distraction for you. Can't have our fearless leader firing on us. Let's get the crack.
Stay safe out there. And the next protectorate you run into, give them a bullet from me.
Ready to dispense on the authority of the Sovereign. Prepare for absolution. Taking punitive action.
Troublemaker approach.
Sorry, ain't ready yet. You sure do go through ammo, don't you? Not to worry. Not to worry. We can always craft us more. looking low on ammo there, Commander. I can help you whip something up.
You know, I reckon half the corpses in here end up as Raptidon chow.
Yes, and?
I spent some time as a Raptidon training assistant. If I get my final severance pay in this war, or one of the Raptidons I trained eat me.
Boyd, stop! I don't want to listen to you jaw about this.
Well, maybe it'll be Ripper, or Little Chompy.
Stop!
Not a lot of unfamiliar visages this side of Praetor. Our surplus is available for purchase if you're in need of something. More than happy to oblige.
Thanks again for bringing me that egg. It really is quite fascinating. Can't wait to get this guy into my lab's incubator. I'm gonna be famous. Oh, have any more questions about critters? I can talk about my precious monsters all day. Which of my assorted critters would you like to know about? We've got quite a pile of them here on Praetor. Excellent hunters, trackers, and shock troops. Extremely loyal, now that we have them on an all-meaty roll-ups diet. We tried them, and they were devastating for all of 12 hours. Then we found out the hard way that they're attracted to lightning, which I claim credit for discovering. Once all the queens got zapped, that was about it. There's no more real hives now, just a few wasps left in the mountains. Their biology is quite unique. I'm very excited to see what the grafting experts and trainers can do with them. You've helped make that dream a reality.
With no rest and no downtime, we shouldn't pay for Adrena time! Others get the exact same pay! But only work 12-hour days! We don't want to make demands, but no more being invoked! We don't want to make demands, but no more being in bottles and cans!
I see her up in her office, and we're definitely making her miserable!
Cracking through skulls.
Welcome, fellow disgruntled worker. Can't say I recognize you. You come from a different plant to support our cause? we're causing trouble. We just found out that we're basically slave labor. And now we're learning to stand up for ourselves. Dunbar, one of our level 3 packers, explained it to us. He's got a new coiffeured friend who's helped us understand the workers' plight of, our politeness or something. No, we need someone who's been given some authority by Auntie to come make sense of this mess. Until then, I think we're stuck just pelting Griggs' office window with our refuse.
With no rest and no downtime, we shouldn't pay for Adrena time!
Working hard or hardly working? That's rhetorical. Ever read the Middle Manager Handbook? Really shores up the foundation of your fundamentals.
Yes? The whole reason we set up here is to avoid customers. Is there something you need? See that repackaging facility down there? We're supposed to be working it. Slaving away for a few meager bits that we then gotta use to pay for our own necessities. They work us like cysty pigs, charge us for the stems we need to yoke those hours, and don't let us relieve ourselves but in empty fizzy tea bottles we keep beneath our stations. So, we're making trouble until that changes. Until we get some respect. Until the privy is left open all day. Can't imagine what. Ain't like you could fix all of Auntie's Choices hierarchy by your own self. I don't think you could even change this one dumpish overseer ruining our lives. Now, if you'll excuse me.
No more bottles on factory floors! Time for unlocked bathroom doors! If you won't let us sleep for 8, you can't charge us for stimulates! Others get the exact same pay, but only work 12-hour days!
on me. You have my back.
Seems the invaders seek to keep us out. And if they want us out, I want in.
Looks like we're about to have company of the unwanted kind. You've 5 seconds to make plain your intent before I let my boys here pitch some swill at you. 4. 3. 2. Last chance. Not getting paid by the word. Make it quick. I look like I'm from the Human Welfare Department? Go find someone else to yop at.
So, what's an Arbiter like to do to keep the horrors at bay?
My preferred technique is to charge directly at them with my hammer aloft. But I've recently become aware of the benefits of forming a proper battle line. Are you being menaced, Niles? If you are in need of an Arbiter's aid, I shall lend it forthwith. No crewmate of mine shall be at the mercy of horrors.
I've touched you out of your way, but I was asking what you do for fun. Apart from doling out death sentences.
Is eliminating a menace to a colleague not what you would consider fun?
Sometimes I wonder about you.
There's a new face. Any chance you've brung news from the commander? Can't restart the dig without his permission, and clock's ticking on my getting that early completion bonus. Started getting peculiar vibrations as we hit the halfway point. Could be nothing, but I got this job because the last foreman ignored similar readings. It ended poorly for him. Don't be. Team's far more profitable under me, so it turned out better for everyone. Stars, my executive approval rating is 52%. More than half. Can you believe that? It's a puzzler, that's for sure. More likely than not, some kind of old protectorate infrastructure. Maybe sewage or a conveyor. Messy, but mostly harmless. Worst case, it's a Zeranium gas pipe, and further drilling will kill everyone here in seconds. It'd be hard to collect bits for making a tunnel with no workers to dig it first. Agreed. Wouldn't want to miss that juicy bonus. Not unless your lamps can see through solid rock and figure out what's on the far side. Goodbye, early completion bonus.
What in blazes? Where is everyone? This entryway should be teeming with guards.
Attention, IRC staff. Please head inside for an important announcement from the console. Attendance is mandatory.
Be more surprised if it was optional. At least that explains where everyone went.
And I'll take care of him, Commander. Processing. Hostile spot! Over here! Free hole in the head! Due to an anomalous event, the interstitial hall in Exhibition Tower is off limits for the foreseeable future to any and all non-essential personnel. All requests to view the prototype Rift Anomaly Modulator are hereby suspended for the time being. Please direct all further queries and study petitions to the lead researcher's office.
Subjects, listen well. Days ago, our beloved sovereign, in his infinite wisdom, submitted himself to mental refreshment to strengthen his resolve for the good of all. At his command, I, Emery Thoreau, now accept the responsibility of shepherding you through these dark times until our sovereign's blessed return. I shall not take this duty lightly, for I address you today not as the consul, nor even as your new leader, which I am, but as a simple man who wants nothing more than to defend his home and his neighbors. But I cannot do it alone.
What? That's impossible. That scum. That miserable scum! To think he would stoop so low as to overthrow the Sovereign. I shall not rest until the Consul pays for his treachery and Arcadia's rightful ruler is reinstated.
Renewed zeal. Together, we will finish our great.
I'm pleased to hear you hunger for justice. We shall certainly have no shortage of circumstances to slake your hunger. I fear how my fellow subjects will respond to this news. I believe that most will remain loyal to the Sovereign, but I will need to deal with those who strayed. I shall attend to that matter once it presents itself. I sincerely doubt this is the end of my thoughts related to the matter, but we've wasted enough time with my ruminating. Let us be off.
Perfect time to command perfect thoughts. That's impossible.
Unleash my might upon them!
Ready to take the heat off you, Commander. Just say when.
I shall not stay your execution!
There must be something here. Arbiter, I know I do not have leave to access these security files, but I can assure you, my intentions are in service to the Protectorate.
At ease, subject. I've no business with you.
Then, does your arrival have something to do with the commotion I heard just now? Are we under attack by the enemy? Looking for proof. There was an incident recently, and I believe our head of security is neglecting his duty to investigate. So it is my duty to report him.
Of course. Tell me of these security lapses.
Albin Valancourt is the sentinel charged with supervising this facility and all its researchers. Unfortunately, he's a punitive man who delights in the wretchedness of others. I recommend he be replaced, until such time as his behavior has received proper scrutiny and subsequent correction.
I remind you that I am in no way beholden to your recommendations, subject. Whether or not your compatriot receives correction is up to my discretion alone.
Oh, of course. Should you require further data points for your assessment, however, I would most dutifully provide them, including my version of the recent incident. Unless your lamps have oxidized, you must have noticed my arm. I lost it saving the Sovereign from a rift experiment gone wrong. An experiment I was in charge of. Naturally. Valancourt supplied my name for the reports.
incriminating me in the eyes of my colleagues. And since he's closed off that wing of the lab, I can't prove my innocence. You are in the company of an arbiter, so perhaps you can be trusted. Whatever the cause of the incident, it is my duty as a law-abiding Protectorate subject to gather proof and uncover its cause. Really, Valancourt is forcing my hand here. Help you with acquisition? Assuredly not. If, however, in your exploration of the lab, you happen upon the modulator, I surely would not be able to prevent you from seizing it. What I am offering is help afterward. Once you take the prototype, it will set off an immediate lockdown. I can facilitate your exit from the facility, but only if you help me in turn. That modulator will be necessary to unfold the rift and find the evidence I need. And if Valancourt suffers repercussions for its loss, I will count that as an added benefit. That is privileged information. Some things I cannot divulge, even under pain of death. This is one of them. All I can say is that the prototype is just that. A proof of concept rendered in miniature. Back to the topic at hand. Do we have an accord? Or do you intend to make further errors in judgment by rejecting my help? The prototype rift modulator is currently in Interstitial Hall, at the top of Exhibition Tower. There's a lift in the next room over that can take you directly there. Once you have the prototype, make your way to Valancourt's quarters. He should have a spare key card that will grant us access to the restricted wing. I'll monitor your progress from here. Be cautious. The guards of this facility will attack anyone unfamiliar to them. But once you have the key card and rift device, reconvene here, and we'll go together to the wing. I've already shared more with you than I ought have, but go ahead. That's an ugly way to describe a legitimate transfer of power. And if you're trying to bait me into expressing an opinion of my superiors, I assure you I will not. A technicality. He's inferior in every way that matters. The Interstitial Reconfiguration Center was created to continue researching into rifts, following a significant setback to our studies elsewhere. How do you know about that? That disaster and its link to the death of the Sovereign's family was not made public. No one outside of this facility is supposed to know of it. Regardless, even though Horizon Point's destruction did impede our progress for a time, we learned from it as well. We're now able to generate rifts safely within containment. Or we were. Due to the exacerbation of the greater rift recently, these lesser rifts became less stable. Some breaking containment or spawning outside of it altogether. In public, Henry has adopted the affectations of his father. In private, he is much more personable, though meddlesome too. Always wanting to be involved in the experiments. He becomes most animated when we discuss how matter might be reconstituted from the rifts. What was lost somehow returned. You could say he has a vested interest. His motivations are personal. All I am willing to say is that he is a man who loved his family very much and would move planets to see them again. He and the consul wore coats cut from the same stern cloth. Henry has never quite matched either of them, in terms of temperament or severity.